Long ago, I served on this committee, and it's good to be back, and I thank the ranking member and the chair for the opportunity to come and testify on behalf of the Republic of Texas Legation Act. It was back in 1845 that Texas became the 28th state to join the Union. At that time, the United States got its largest state in the continental United States, and eventually significantly better barbecue. The district that I represent includes the historic Alamo in San Antonio, with the battle cries of Remember the Alamo and Remember Goliad. Texas eventually won its independence on March 2nd, 1836. But for almost a decade after that, Texas was an independent nation, and you're well aware of the fact that the independent spirit of the state continues. I live in East Austin, and only a few blocks from my house, the historic French legation reminds us of a time when the nation of France maintained formal diplomatic relations with the nation of the Republic of Texas. Texans, in turn, established legations in Paris, London, some other European countries, and most importantly, the Texas delegation was sent on the very long and difficult journey from Texas to here in Washington, D.C. From 1836 to 1845, the Texas legation negotiated the terms by which Texas would join the United States. Mindful particularly, Madam Chair, of your home area, because at that time, as you know, the territory of the Republic of Texas extended all the way to Wyoming. It included all of the present state of Texas, parts of Oklahoma, Kansas, Colorado, and Wyoming, as well as the area around the city of Albuquerque in New Mexico. At the time, the state had many debts, many challenges from abroad, and so it took a long time to work out all the details. The members of the Texas Legation operated out of a number of boarding houses just down the street near the present-day National Archives and the Navy Memorial, which is appropriate since one of the diplomats included during that time was Mr. Hunt, who was also the secretary of the fledgling Republic of Texas Navy. Today, we find plaques, as I believe you noted in your opening remarks, Madam Chair, about the Texas Legation in London and in Paris, but there's not yet one here in Washington. And that's what the H.R. 3349 that I've introduced, a bipartisan bill, the Republic of Texas Legation Memorial Act, would address. It would assure a commemoration here in our nation's capital. It authorizes the Daughters of the Republic of Texas to create a commemorative work to honor the representatives of the Republic of Texas who served here in the district as diplomats to the United States. This bipartisan effort is supported not only by a number of my Texas colleagues, but by Congresswoman Holmes Norton, in whose area the plaque would reside. Once this bill passes, Congress, the Daughters of the Republic of Texas, which is our state's oldest patriotic women's organization, would be committed to the preservation of Texas heritage. They are committed and have done so much to preserve sites in Texas. They would serve as stewards of this work and would work together with the National Parks Service. I want to particularly acknowledge, and I believe she's here today, Kitty Hoyk, who's the historian of the Elizabeth Ney chapter, representing the district, Virginia and Maryland, for the Daughters of the Republic. And I have her statement to submit for the record, as well as the statement of the President General of the Daughters of the Republic, to ask you to include in the record. The history of the legation didn't end when Texas became part of the Union, and today the history of the legation lives on in what I think is a stronger state now with a multicultural, multilingual community. We look back to that history, certainly, but we also look forward and seize the pen to write new histories that will be even better and more inclusive to reflect our founding values. I respectfully request that the committee approve the bill since Texas history is such an important part of the history of our country. And I thank you very much.